Welcome back to the WHKY News. I'm Ralph Mangum. Our arts and entertainment feature tonight is a TV show produced in North Carolina that airs on Comet TV, which is WHKY subchannel 14.3. Fentress had the chance to speak to a Grammy Award-nominated artist about that show. Check it out.
Thanks, Ralph. You're watching WHKY News, and this week on Arts and Entertainment Weekly, we are joined by Nathan Easton. He is actually calling from Nashville. Good to have you with us, sir.
It's good to be here. How are you?
This is so good. I'm doing fine. How are you doing?
Excellent, thanks.
All right, now we are talking about Earthoteric. That's the main focus of our interview today, and that actually airs on WHKY subchannel 14.3 on Comet. And Earthoteric is the only North Carolina-based show that actually broadcasts in Canada and across the United States. Now, I understand you are the producer of the show. Tell me a little bit about Earthoteric.
Well, the show is one of these shows where they've been able to get these beautiful images from space and combine that with music, and we've been able to provide some of the music for this show. And the combination of the two is just a very sort of therapeutic, eye-opening experience that we're really happy to be able to bring.
Okay. Now, what was the inspiration behind the show? What made you want to jump on board with the show?
Well, around the world, there's a couple of places where they do have these sort of space shows where kids are able to come home and, as an alternative to partying. Well, it's sort of a wind down on the weekends where they can come tune into this show that just, has this cool music and beautiful images of space. And it turns out to be very interesting. So in countries like Germany, these kind of shows do really well, and so we thought it'd be fun to introduce something like that here in the States.
Okay. And I understand that this is actually kind of an interactive TV show, so to speak, also. You mentioned there's music throughout the show, and people can actually contribute their own music, whether they are, just up-and-coming artists or people who just want to put their own music out there. How can they get involved in putting their music inside the show?
Yes, there's going to be, again, through the website, we'll be able to take submissions for music that, especially when young artists or songwriters that don't really have a good outlet for their music or a big record label deal or what have you, this will be a chance to have your music heard and showcased on the network.
And why do you feel it's important to have kind of like an interactive based TV show instead of the usual stuff that people are watching on television? This is actually a show where they can get educational images, obviously, in space, and also contribute their music. Why do you feel it was important to have you to be a part of a project like this?
Well, just in an effort to keep some new ideas and fresh ideas rolling, and also to keep space out there in the forefront. I know my father was an aircraft design engineer, and so we always had aerospace in our blood, even from the very beginning. 4 of us are pilots in the family, and so I just think it's important to just keep expanding, a little something different too from what we usually get to see on our entertainment side.
And as I said before, you are in Nashville. Now, talk about some of the projects that you're working on outside of Earthoteric.
Well, actually, in Nashville today, we're recording. Ruben Studdard is doing a vocal for my new album, and I'm just coming up to completion of my new album, which will be my second album for the Yamaha Entertainment Group label. And so we're having a really good time with that. We've been in the studio, my producer Chris Giro and I, and really having a lot of fun with this project this time. And also, the other group that I'm involved with, Foreplay, will actually be in North Carolina. We'll be in Charleston and Charlotte on November 19th and November 20th. So you can look up those dates on my website, which is nathaneast.com or the foreplayjazz.com website. And we look forward to seeing everyone there. So we're having a good time. We just played the U.S. Open opening ceremonies with Phil Collins. That was really great. It's great to see Phil Collins back out and making music again. And I just am very blessed to be involved with so many great musical situations. So this is yet another fun thing to be involved with.
Well, again, I just appreciate your time. Thank you so much, Mr. East, for calling.
It is a pleasure, and we'll look for you really, really early morning.
All right. Thank you, sir.
Take care.
All right. For WHKY News, that wraps up A&E. That's Mr. Nathan East, and I'm Pinterest Chestnut. Ralph, back to you.